Hey, Griff Hamlin here. I got a fun lesson for you today. I call this How to Write a Song in 5 Minutes. It might take a little bit longer than 5 minutes, but it's going to be right around 5 minutes. So we're going to try to do this with a minimum amount of music theory and basically just show you how chords can go together really quite easily. And actually writing a chord progression for a song is a lot easier than you might think. Now I have a little bit of an ulterior motive for this, which is if you can do this, I'll say forwards, which is, choose some chords and put them together. It makes it a lot easier to do it backwards, which is to look at a set of chords and turn them into something, be able to analyze them and know what their function is. As you learn better what their function is, you can learn better how to improvise over them. So I do have a little bit of an ulterior motive here, but this is also still a lot of fun and a great skill to be able to do. So the first step is you got to choose a key. I'm going to choose G. There's no reason that I'm choosing G except that I know from experience that most of the chords in the key of G are playable by most people. So it's a common key. G, A, E, C, D, all of those are fairly common, don't have a ton of bar chords in them. If you go choosing something like B flat or G sharp or some bizarre key like that, be prepared to play a lot of bar chords. Okay, so the first thing that you got to do is you got to know how to build a major scale based off of a note. I'm going to use the 6th string, but it could be any note. And the way we do that is we start on G because we're in the key of G. Okay, that's what we call the 1. It's the first note in the scale. We call it the 1. The 2 is always a whole step above the 1. So 2 frets is a whole step. So that's an A. So A is 2. I go up another whole step and I get B, which is 3. I go up a half step, I get the 4, which is C. Now notice everything's been a whole step except the 3rd to the 4th note. That's important. So from the 1 to the 2 is a whole step, 2 to 3 is a whole step, 3 to 4 is a half step. 4 to 5, again, a whole step. I'm at D. 5 to 6, again, a whole step. I'm at E. 6 to 7, again, a whole step. I'm at F sharp. I'm going to drop that down to here. F sharp, I just went down an octave, 12 frets. Go up 1 fret or a half step from 7, and I'm at 8 or 1, depending on who you talk to. So there are 7 unique notes. G, A, B, C, D, E, and F sharp. Okay? Now, that's the first part. Any of those root notes are fair game for a chord. Okay? You can build a chord off of the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5, the 6, or the 7. All of them are fair game. If you build a chord off of any other root note, it's not going to be in the key of G anymore. So right now you have 7 possible chords that you can play with some variations, but basically you have 7 possible chords. Okay? So now we're going to actually talk about what type of chord they are. For example, if I do something like this, it sounds a little odd. Most people will go, that's not right. That's because every chord has a certain chord quality that fits within the key. Okay? And the simple rule is the 1, the 4, and the 5 chord are major. The 2, the 3, and the 6 chord are minor. And the 7 chord is diminished. Okay? Now, I don't know about you, but I don't think I've actually ever played a song that had a diminished chord in it. Now, I've played songs that had a minor 7 flat 5, which is another way to harmonize a 7th chord. Some jazz tunes, also a couple like Still Got the Blues has got one of those in it. It's a pretty unusual chord, but it turns up once in a while. But a straight diminished chord, I honestly don't think I've ever played. So that gives you an idea of how often diminished chords come up. So we're actually going to X out the 7 chord. You are not, don't play 7 chords. Nobody ever does. It just hardly ever comes up. So we now have 6 chords we can work with. The 1, the 4, and the 5 are all major. The 2, the 3, and 6 are minor. So if I'm in G, that gives me G. My 2 is A minor. My 3 is B. The 3s are minor, so that's B minor. My 4 is C. I'm going to move over here. Give me a C major. My 5 is D. So a D major. My My 6 is E, so E minor. So those are my 6 chords: G, A minor, B minor, C, D, and E minor. So you can see why the key of G is handy. There's a lot of open chords and stuff in it. So all I have to do now is just pick some numbers and put them together. So I could do something like 1, 6, 2, 5. And this is what we commonly call vanilla changes. 1, 6, 2, and 5. 1, 6, 2, and 5. Okay, or I could do something like 1, 2, 4, 5. 1, 2, 4, and 5. Honestly, there's a lot of possibilities because I have a lot of different chords. Now, if you want it to sound minor, well, you just kind of make home base be the 2 or the 3 or the 6. And I'll give you a hint, it's probably not going to be the 3. 2 or 6 are more common, 6 being the most common. So for example, I could do something like 6, 4, 5, 2. Let's see what that sounds like. 6, 4, 5, 2, 6. It's not bad. You know, really it's just a matter of experimenting. You just kind of play around with some groups of numbers until you come up with something you like. Then you put your words over it and you have a song. It's really, really not that complicated. Now, of course, there's more that you can do with it. You know, this is a very, very simplified explanation. However, don't discount it because there are literally thousands of songs out there that do not even get out of this basic framework. And there are, you know, songs you hear on the radio every single day using nothing but these groups of 6 chords. You pick a key, you find those 6 chords, and you stay with them. You make a melody and you make lyrics and you put all that together. It's a great song. It has the potential of being a timeless classic, in fact. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you get something out of it, and I'll talk to you real soon.